should be live. We'll have co-commentators here shortly, hopefully, but for now it's just me. Hey all, this is JDaster64. Didn't have anything planned tonight, so I thought I might as well go ahead and continue on with EarthBound Beginnings, since I may or may not be able to stream later this week. Anyhow, we will pick up where we left off, indeed every stream, at Magic Ant. Only this time, we got here by another means, at the end of the desert. Let me just check my status here with this guy. I assume I already got pretty much all my cash. So, let us just, I assume we're full up on stats. Let's just head out and see where we get put off in the real world this time. Also, let me know if my audio balance is off, because I know last time I was quieter than I expected. Oh, nice, I can cure confusion. That'll be very unlikely to ever get used. Nice when I can just get a guaranteed kill like that. Yeah, still not quite strong enough to face the dragon, but we'll get there eventually. I don't have any intent on finishing the game under level 25. First and foremost, because I can't. Move my mic slightly. My pop filter stand is in the way of the gamepad. Let me make doubly sure. Okay, yeah, I was basically healed before. So yeah, now we're in a totally new place. Kinda off to the side of the desert, which is that blank space above Union Station and such. And Youngtown is our next destination, not too terribly far. The enemies here are kinda new, perhaps a bit difficult. I forget what this guy's deal is. Ah, that's his deal. Having ludicrous defense. It moved first, didn't it? Well, I'm just gonna hope. Can't really do anything, so I'm gonna hope that, you have nothing useful. Yeah, I was kinda hoping you'd attack anyone but Anna. So yeah, these enemies are no joke. Nonetheless, I'm gonna be dumb and try to kill it. Whoops, that's not what we wanted to do. Please kill. Well, this is just tremendously great. Should have healed. Dang it. What do we got now? Okay, Starman at least has the potential to not be super ludicrously deadly. Indeed, it wasn't. Wow, that's a lot of experience that I just missed out on. Let's heal. Ooh. Shame I'm not gonna be able to kill this guy, probably, because he gives a billion experience. That I certainly wasn't expecting. Ah. There's probably one more hit from death. I don't think it's all that bad, but it does make it a bit inconvenient to get back to where we were. If only we had some means of fast travel. Alright, let's try this again. This time we're not gonna bother doing anything with Lloyd. Yeah, those guys give like 500 experience or something. So what we got here is Youngtown, and as the name might suggest, it's populated by a bunch of young folks. Actually, the name is purely coincidental, because presumably that's not normally the case. I mean, judging by folks like this, at any rate. Classic alien stuff. I like how this is just Anna's sprite here. Tom Garrickson. Tch. So yeah, because of psychic babies, we now have the means to fast travel to any place we've been before, so that's somewhat useful. Could transport Anna to somewhere closer to a healer. For the meantime, let's actually see what else the town has to offer, because I'm pretty sure there's a shop that's pretty useful. You ain't fooling anyone there. let's not exit just yet. I know there's some sort of inn or something in here that I missed. There we go. Jack. I don't know what that's meant to be. Definitely gonna replenish some of this. I guess I should probably get some of that life up cream as well. That was a fair amount of cash for only having fought a few enemies on the way over here. Successfully. So I think this is an inn of sorts. It's a free one at that, which is nice. Sadly isn't going to do anything for Anna's condition. But we do have the means to fix that. Let me try to find a long street area here. Reindeer's pretty close to a healer, which is cheaper than a hospital. Actually, I don't know if it works that way, though. Let's just go to Podunk, because that's probably the cheapest hospital around. Okay, I don't know if you can actually do that. Whoops. Well, guess we're gonna have to hoof it a little bit. Didn't mean to do that. Hippie's still hanging out here. Right about there actually being a hospital here, or else I'll have to just teleport away again. Yeah, figured there must be. Yes, I would, because in fact I don't have that kind of money yet. Give me a sec. It's about here that the game is really starting to hint at perhaps gaining a couple of levels before going forward with the story. At this point, now that we have teleportation, our options are relatively open to us. We can hit up the areas that we sort of glanced at getting Anna. There's a missing melody there and a bit of other stuff to do as well. Or we can head on further into the story and get destroyed by enemies in the swamp. And I'm honestly not sure which I'd rather do at the moment. guess we can get a start by... I'm wondering why there's an empty slot here. Oh, I must have never taken the train to Spookane, so it didn't actually register it. Or maybe I just never went to the town area, and that's why. That's not a problem, because it's really easy to get a train ticket from Reindeer to there, and it's pretty cheap. Well, for the moment, let us instead try to make progress towards Ellay. At least get it unlocked as a destination. Presumably the enemies here, if we are managed to make any headway at all, will reward us with healthy sums of cash. We got a bit of a maze on our hand here. Yes, this went so well the first time. We now know that only Anna's really worth anything here, so... let us try some creative use of moves here. Lloyd, you really would be better off with some sort of weapon here, and that's part of why I want to go to Ellay now. Continue doing this, even though I'm wasting a little bit of PP in the meantime. I'm faster than it, that's problematic. Well, at this point it's probably gonna die on the next one, so... don't hit Anna with that, please. Thank you. Because I don't actually have a way to cure sleep in battle yet. Wow, this thing is tanky as all get out. No matter. This will definitely do it in. Also, wow, this thing is bad at landing status effects. If I saw that right, that was not worth the time. Did that really only give 75 experience total? But yeah, we've got a bit of a maze here, and I could be paying more attention to where the maze is going, or I could just assume since there are no loops, I could just make my way around by just making continuous right, like hugging the right wall the whole time. Fail that one more time, please. Dang it. That would have been well worth the time. Yeah, you're not worth the effort. We now know that. Memory serves these guys aren't that bad. I don't have any multi-attacks yet, so I'm just gonna chill with her real quick. Oof, that's some damage actually. Maybe we should be more careful with this.
Hey, what's up?
Hey man, just trying to make my way through this swamp a little earlier than I probably should be.
Yeah, I was like, I just did it as like, wait, is he at the swamp? So I saw you have teleport though, so I assume you went to Youngtown.
Well, that's unfortunate.
Stop by there.
Yes.
Yes, beam gamma is very unfortunate.
Only a third of the time. question is it worth going on, or do I teleport back? Because I don't have any means.
Or are you just gonna do the teleport trick?
Yeah, I should have been doing that all along. I was gonna show that off a bit.
I mean, I don't think that the things here are, like, too hard to deal with.
Yeah, I just don't
It's just these guys can use beam gamma.
Yeah, I just don't want to let, like, Lloyd fall too far behind in levels because he's already dead.
I mean, that's gonna happen to him eventually anyway. But I understand what you mean.
Well, this is a dead end anyway, so we might as well trace our way back out. Keep that in mind for next time. Where is my spawn point gonna be? I think Podunk.
Podunk?
Yeah, I accidentally went back there, or I was trying to go there just for a cheap hospital because I managed to kill Anna on the way over to Youngtown. I made the mistake of tangling with the Titanese without knowing they had ultra amounts of HP and defense and just give no experience.
Yeah, those things always have had, like, really high defense in these games. If you can beat it, that's great.
I did not. Is that what it's check messages?
That's the second variant is.
Yeah. Yeah, at this point is when you get kind of slammed with PSI in addition to fairly strong attacks. Boy, the running is not working here. I may end up with a party knockout before I get back to a town. I just need room.
Death warps.
I need room to teleport, that's the problem.
No, the speedrun trick is that you don't want room to teleport.
Yeah, but I mean, I'd like all three of my party members alive for the moment.
I'm kind of surprised you're, like, going this way now, though.
I want to hit Ellay so I can get Lloyd a weapon. Okay, that's not gonna work.
What weapon?
I mean, the flamethrower.
Oh, those. I was like, do you mean the air gun?
I mean, I could get him a plasma beam somewhere too, but that's $1,300 I don't have at the moment.
Did you get him the air gun? That's in Youngtown, I believe.
Yes, that is there. He's got the. I mean, that's the one that is better than the boomerang, right?
Yeah, I think it's plus 42 offense.
Yeah, I mean, it'd be nice, but again, that's money I don't have at the moment.
Yeah, that's true.
Might as well just tackle this guy's head on for now. Try to get to the heal point. And if I get knocked out, oh well. Then Lloyd's back in business. I think this is the correct way. I don't even have that noble seed.
I wonder how much that sells for.
I should have checked. Anna's gonna get a little ahead here, unfortunately. That would be healing Gamma, I think? Right. Interestingly, she doesn't even have healing Beta yet. But that's good, that means I can cure Stone now. Oh, this is not something I want to deal
Stone
with.
Luigi.
This is definitely not something I want to deal with.
These never are, honestly.
Hey, she has less defense than the other one, though.
Just wait for the third variant, which has, like, insane amounts of offense.
I mean, that one's already got 80. That's a fair amount. I mean, to be fair, I also have 80, so...
Like, not counting those giant, boss robot enemies encounters, I think the third variant of those is, like, the strongest enemy in the game in terms of offense.
I wouldn't doubt it. Oh boy, this is problematic. Please work.
Does Anna know PSI block yet?
She
Because that's
does.
really not a bad thing.
Does that work on the whole party or just one?
Just one, I think, but...
Yeah, could be worth using on single enemies, I suppose.
Like I say, those ultra bar bots. 'Cause I don't think it ever, like, fails, you know? Like, it's not like the counter PSI unit from EarthBound, which is just kind of, like, totally useless.
So you can see the strat here. Just try to go little distances at a time, because teleport only costs a few PP.
Isn't it like 2 or something in this
Oh,
game?
That was unfortunate. I mean, not too unfortunate, because this guy's not that hard. When you...
Yeah, surprisingly, Starman are like never really that big a deal.
Oh, wow. Oh, he was guarding. To be fair, that looks like a fairly defensive stance.
This is like the most like blocks your path kind of like stance I can.
Hello, free PSI stone.
Oh, you got the drop, nice.
I will take that, because I am actually running low, and it's actually 3 PP apparently.
Yeah, the Starman and the last Starman drop PSI stones. But not the middle ones.
Let's just get rid of this.
Yeah, Anna should have PSI block. She learns that at level 8.
And before teleporting to her home instead, like we just end up in Snowman.
That doesn't have a hospital, I don't think. It probably does, I don't know.
By the way, could you check? I keep forgetting I have to move to cancel that animation. Could you check to see if my volume sounds alright compared to the games? I did not have time to test. Yeah, I really should have been doing this the whole time.
I'd say the game is a little slightly loud compared to your voice.
Okay, that's good. We're at the halfway point. Well, hate to break it to you. Yeah, your son's not doing so
I
hot
am
at the
Lloyd's
moment.
father. I forgot about that. This is the hello, it's your dad joke, but actually, like, this is the joke.
Pippi, you were literally just in Podunk. I walked by your house. How did you get here so fast? Secretly, Pippi is also, like, psychic. I don't suppose you could also, like
Bring back
resurrect
people from
Lloyd
the
for
dead.
me. I don't get super healing until what, like level
18.
18, yeah. Not that far away,
Yeah, I was
especially
gonna say, I'm like, you can't be that far, right?
if he stays dead. Well, Pippi, I'd like to leave. Thank you. So yes, that is at least indication we are somewhat in the correct direction. Oof. Don't want to deal with these, I don't think.
I don't think these are too bad, but I don't remember if they have freeze gamma.
There are, yeah, I know some of them have like later freezes, and those freezes can be brutal. Okay, which way am I actually?
I usually associate these guys with freeze.
Which way did I come in? I think this is correct.
You came from the top left, didn't you?
Yeah, I think so. Yep. This is totally
I
the
generally
direction I want
remember-
to go.
I generally remember trying to go, like, you know, down as far as possible in the swamp.
Anna has like way more PP already than Ninten. I guess that makes sense. I gave her the Force Capsule and she has a higher growth rate. It is a bit unfortunate if you get a little too greedy with teleport and accidentally actually end up teleporting. Because then you just waste a bunch of time.
And then your run is over.
Thankfully, you have a lot of control over this. And as you can see, it's doing a fantastic job of avoiding enemies thus far. doesn't look right. I guess it might be. See, if these guys didn't all have the ability to do 30 damage at once, they probably wouldn't be that worth avoiding. That and casting shield, apparently. I forgot they could do that. Yeah, we'll see more of these guys once I have a full party and Lloyd has some more, like, attack power to work with.
I pulled up a map of the swamp, but it just kind of looks like a mess, really. Like, looking at it from, like, a bird's eye view.
Okay, I was correct. I was going the wrong way. What can you do in one turn? Oh, that's unfortunate. Not that unfortunate, given that, like, as soon as the battle ends, it's a moot point. That's gonna hurt a bit. This had better kill.
Freeze beta.
I figured
that wasn't
it
as
will.
bad as I thought it might be.
Leveling
Then again,
up
was
in
she
your
guarding?
sleep.
Oh, no, she wasn't.
No, she wasn't. Nice. I'll take that.
For some reason I thought freeze beta was a bit more strong.
I shouldn't be using his PP for this. I should be using hers. She's got way more. Why did I use it here? Wow, I actually made it through that. Get off the wall first. Of course. Darkness. I guess that...
That's something you don't see every day.
I assume that makes you blind and thus miss randomly.
Yeah, darkness status. I mean, I think one of you learns it. I forget who.
I'm going to break from the whole follow the right wall thing and just assume this is the way out. It's not over.
Yeah, and it gets that at level 20. I don't know how good that would actually end up being. I mean, I
Wow.
imagine it wouldn't be that bad.
That's some damage. Yeah, let's not deal with this. Oh,
I
wow,
mean, it could be
whoops.
worse.
That was problematic. What to do?
Just blast it with PSI.
That's assuming...
You've already been doing damage.
Yeah, I was gonna say, that's assuming that it won't just outright kill Anna, which it did. So...
Ugh.
Wow, and he's got plenty of HP, too.
I thought it might just do under Anna's remaining HP.
Oh, now we know. This is why we don't keep our PP this low, and this is where I'm gonna have to really hope... Oh, I can't use your PSI stone. I've got two, thankfully. I really hope I'm heading in the right direction. This just keeps on
It's hard to
going.
say. It's hard to say because I don't know your current position in the swamp.
Yeah, two of these guys presumably not worth dealing with.
Yeah, these guys have a continuous attack, I'm pretty sure.
There are also two of them.
They are also bison. I would not want to mess with any bison that I would come across.
Does this plant, this game is taking place in the northwest someplace?
Yeah, I always imagined it was just somewhere in the Midwest. It's just like an amalgamation of general Midwest America.
Takes place just outside of Seattle. Because Seattle is like the equivalent of real-life video game biomes all thrown together.
No, I mean that's like all of the United States. Like every type of like, you know, ecosystem is centralized in the United States somewhere.
Yeah, I am just guessing which way to go at this point. 'Cause my PSI stuff is limited. If it decides to break like that.
Like as down as possible, and then to the right, like across some bridges.
Yeah, I think I'm out now.
I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure you're close.
Boy. Because at this point, it's a little risky to rely on teleport, because I could just suddenly stop having obstacles to ram into. Well, I seem to be having no problem with that at the moment.
Oh wow, the air gun is actually a plus 54 offense. That's a pretty sizable increase for Lloyd.
Alright, duly noted. I will remember that if I get 1,300 cash. Maybe that'll be a decent next thing to buy. Because why does Anna need defense? Please don't break. Okay. Where are we on the map? We gotta be close. Oh boy, we're not really that close.
Yeah, it's like you get out of the swamp, and then it's still a bit of a walk. I want to say, assuming you are going the right way, which I hope you are.
Where else can it be? Do I fight these guys? Can they use beam gamma? Or beam, gamma? I don't care. Beam beta. That's the real question.
I don't think so.
Skip. Starman can't be that bad. Please? It kills him, right? Yeah. Give me another PSI stone. Dang it. It's probably worth it. They give a lot of experience. It was like 400 experience.
Well, Ninten is alone right now, so that too.
Yeah. I mean, still, that's a lot more than like the Titans
that is.
give. I've still got a big bag. I should use that before I...
Geez, even the regular Starman can use beam gamma.
Oh yeah. I mean,
I'm starting to remember how like common it really ends up being.
Oh boy, I don't want to use teleport here because I could run out of river any second. I really hope I'm on the right side of this river. Where are we now? Getting there. Just checking. Okay, it broke, so I'd better be able to get there on this.
What happened to your other PSI stones?
They're on Anna at the moment.
Oh, I see. From what it looks like, only the later versions of the Starman can start using beam beta on you.
The Starman you said, or the Barbot?
Starman. Barbots seem to only be able to use beam gamma.
That's surprising. You know, I really don't want to use teleport. Where am I with respect to the town? this point.
I just want to say I love the town name Ellay.
Alright, we're probably safe. Nope, we're not safe yet. Mount Itoy. I love that name. Alright, once we're sure we're safe here, that'll tell us.
Didn't they change that name in the GBA version?
Indeed.
Didn't they change it to like Mount Holy Lowly or something?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, that's what it was named originally.
Yeah, I think so. I do like Mount Itoy though. I don't know.
Where is the main city center? There is an actual town here someplace. Okay, here we go.
Be to the right then?
Okay, good.
Yeah, there it is.
We have LA registered now. That's the important thing. Now we can see how much cash we got.
I am curious, like, when the game registers a town. Like, at what point?
Apparently you have to be pretty close. Now that we're here, I'm gonna save, rough up a few bad guys, and get some more defense on someone. Because at this point I can just farm for a flamethrower and not have to worry about getting the
Yeah, those,
just yet.
The BB gang members also give pretty good experience, from what I remember.
Yeah.
Because they intend for this to be like endgame. This is quite literally the last town they expect you to go to.
Oh, you can't even buy the noble seed. That's garbage then.
Could I just like plant this somewhere then?
What do we got here? You could sell a knife here. I forget which tier of knife that is. Probably the second one. The ticket will not be relevant for a while because I'm not actually going to continue the story here. Otherwise I'm just going to lose Lloyd for a very long time. Just going to finish the game with Lloyd and having done pretty much nothing. I already saved, dang it.
Hey, who's that in one of Chugga's like recent Let's Plays who kept getting like Mike Wazowski'd? Like, was it Jeff in EarthBound?
I don't recall. Oh, in the photos, yeah, probably.
And I'm just like, this has been Lloyd this entire playthrough where he's just been getting the shaft, and I feel sorry for him.
All right, 1 and 8, right? Help me out here. How much cash do these guys actually give?
So you gotta scroll all the way down to the bottom.
Define BB gang? Seems like it's sorted pretty early.
Well, there's one list that sorts them alphabetically, but the one I'm looking at is in terms of game locations. Oh, these guys only give like $60.
Well, it'll only take a few. Well,
It'll add up, I guess.
yeah, let me see what I'm actually missing before I fight too many more. May not be worth the time. Oh gosh.
These guys have 125 defense, which I find funny for some reason.
I guess it doesn't really matter if I get continuous attack.
This sprite always confused me.
Okay, so I'm missing the more expensive defensive equipment. I'm only missing the gold ring for Lloyd. Anna's already got everything but the H2O pendant. So yeah, that's another like 8 fights, which to be fair, maybe it'll take that long just to get the flamethrower. This would be considerably easier if I had a second party member alive, though.
Yeah, I'm surprised you're not going to revive them like right now.
That costs money, man.
Yeah, it probably is really expensive here too. Was this like EarthBound where the hospitals get more expensive as you go?
I mean, the first hospital's already 125, so I doubt they get.
Oh, it's probably the same for every hospital. Actually, I think it is like that in EarthBound. Never mind.
Oh, that guy didn't do any damage.
Yeah, you get the nice music too. I like this. I like this battle theme.
Indeed. I'm only gonna get one flamethrower for now, and hope that's enough to last Lloyd a while.
So I guess their sprite is supposed to be like them leaning against a wall, but like the shade is covering them, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know, it was always a weird one to me.
Got a hood that covers their entire face.
I know, that's what when I thought I first played, I'm like, are they wearing like a whole body covering thing? I thought it was like the sharks from the second game. It's a good thing these guys don't use the flamethrowers they have.
Indeed. I'm aware I'm low on HP. Oh, great. Don't miss again, Nintendo. Thank you. Please drop the flamethrower already.
You sure it's a 1 in 8 chance? It always seemed like less than that to me.
I don't think it can be any less than that. I think everything's a 1 in 8 chance in this game.
1 in 8 chance to run away, right?
1 in 8 chance to not run away if I've got all 3 trying.
I mean, hey, it's a lot better than 1 in 100 or 1 in 128, right?
Indeed. I do appreciate games that have that have high, like, minimum drop rates.
Yeah, we don't. I hope nothing gets as rare as TTYD's badge drops.
Yeah, not that I've played as anything close to as bad as 1000.
That isn't a shiny Pokemon.
There are better ways to get shiny Pokemon than some badges. You can
These days, I'm not surprised.
I mean, you could chain things up to 1 in 200, even in Diamond and Pearl. Maybe even before then. I don't remember if the Pokeradar was a thing.
I don't think before then, no. Then again, I don't know. I was never really a shiny hunter.
I got 1 Pachirisu on a 39 chain, and that was enough for me.
I was playing Fire Red a few months ago, and I ran into a shiny Nidorino in the Safari Zone. And you can guess what it did first turn.
Yeah. I ran into a shiny Growlithe on a Nuzlocke run, and it ran away first turn. By means of Growl, or Roar, rather. Growl. Guess if everything that could use Growl just ran away.
That happened to me in Emerald with a shiny Aron. It just used Roar, and I was like, oh, okay. I didn't even know they had Roar at these levels.
I know, that was the thing. It's like, wow, really? At level, like, whatever low level this is? And it turns out it's actually something they learn, like, right at the start or something for Growlithe.
Yeah, it is something that... I mean, it is a dog.
So it was actually just about the highest possible level it could have been and still had it. Wow, I am having no luck with these flamethrowers. How close am I to 15, whatever it was? What is it, 1510?
1510 for what?
For the gold ring?
Yeah, it's 1510.
Alright, let me just take all of my cash out, then. And try not to die while using the Onyx Hook. Sadly, it doesn't automatically go up to the maximum amount. Righty. For once, I don't have to make the trek out to the ATM place, because I already did that.
Yeah, thank goodness. You remembered the extra $10 this time.
Yeah. Oh, wrong place, though. Oh, that's cool. I'll just buy a repel ring and then take off Ninten's. I'm still mad about that. Why is it called that? Like, I think I was even more confused.
It's actually an onion ring.
I'm pretty sure that either in Mother 1 and 2, or something that Mato added with the translation, was an equipment called Repel
I'm pretty
Ring
sure.
that did exactly what I thought it would do.
It's a consumable onion ring or something.
I don't have a penny to my name, so I'm just gonna... I guess Nintendo needs it too. Let's redistribute things here. Can I please have one of these PSI stones, in case that happens again. Oh, at least now we can teleport just about anywhere. Notably not Spookane, so I must not have ever triggered that,
The town that doesn't exist, apparently. In this enemy list, it calls that area Spookane / Mislay Triangle. Like, I don't remember that second part.
Mislay Triangle is the place north of Reindeer with the dentures guy.
Oh, is that what that is? Huh.
Yeah.
That's a weird name for it.
What was I doing? Good. Alright, I was gonna give some of this copious amounts of bread to Nintendo.
We got a carbo load.
Wow. I still have crumbs. These are worthless.
Where Nintendo, you remember where these go? No.
Alright, let us save and then we'll be on our merry little way, and I think I'm done exploring now that I've registered Ellay. Let us go and do what we should have done forever ago and get the fourth melody. After what you've spent, you've got nothing left. Oh wow, that is like right on a level up again.
You should be so ashamed.
See, the funny thing is Lloyd is virtually guaranteed to always be at a lower level than Anna now.
Yeah, poor guy.
Because I'm pretty sure he gains experience slower. And he won't be in the party forever. Strictly speaking, we can skip the whole LA thing, but where's the fun in that? That locks us out of a lot of different cutscenes and story stuff.
Yeah, I gotta get that 100%. So I guess you're not gonna have the luck like last time, where you just came through here without like any encounters.
I mean, I had similar luck at the start of this stream. Ugh, dang it, Lloyd. I finally gave you an easy kill. Yeah, he really could stand that air gun. And then I can give the boomerang to Anna.
And have her just hold it, I guess. Or you could sell it for money.
Anna, what the heck? Why were you holding off on all that PP? What did you just learn? Not healing... Oh, right, you can't use healing beta out of a battle. That's just for paralysis. Which is cute.
Oh, really?
So you probably just learned healing pie? No? Maybe PSI shield beta? I think I already had that. Maybe paralysis.
What level is she?
15.
She learned paralysis. Well, no, healing pie also is level 15.
Yeah, I don't have it though, so... Yeah, and it'll
Maybe
be
next battle.
A good long while before I get any more usable... come on, Nintendo. It'll be quite a while before I get another useful attacking power. Like, I'll get Fire Alpha pretty soon, but like, there's not really
That's
much
not really
point
that
to it.
amazing.
And then I get like 3 really good multi-hitters in a row, like in the late 20s, but who knows if she'll even hit that point.
Yeah. I mean, you have Beam Beta, that's really strong.
Yeah, Beam Beta is nice, and it costs like 8 or 9
That comes at
PP,
level,
right?
That comes at level 8 too, so it's like you've had that.
Yeah. I've been using Freeze just because it's cheaper, but I probably... That and, like,
Beam Beta is 7 PP.
random things I think resist beam, so like I'm always like wary of using that.
Only the bar bots do.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Why did
Maybe
I come out here? Oh right. Dang it. Let's immediately die to more enemies. I wish I could just take the train. Let's just pull a pay slip. I don't want to deal with warp over to somewhere with a train. Snowman. Reindeer is closer. Ah, I almost made it out of there. That was not the ideal place to use that. Well, have we learned our lesson about against the tarantulas, or are we just gonna get destroyed by this guy too? Oh,
It sets a false expectation when you run into a spider early in the game and they're like really weak.
Are there spiders early in the game?
I want to say you can run it in the zoo like building.
Huh. I think you're thinking
You say
of
you can run
something
into
else.
them in there?
Sure you're not thinking of like
I know
fleas or
there's
something?
spiders somewhere.
Where did reindeer? Oh, you know, reindeer's not ideal. You know what, let's go home first. Actually, no, we need somewhere with an ATM, so Snowman's probably best. Reindeer is further away from a train station. Or is it really? Yeah, I guess it's not. We'll just go for reindeer. And this time we'll actually succeed.
Oh yeah, never mind. It says spiders are around like Spookane and Ellay
Yeah.
and Youngtown. I didn't know they were that late.
We need a little bit of cash for the train. That should be enough. Let's just go with 50 some. The trains are really cheap compared to most other things I've been spending cash on recently. Hopefully Lloyd will eventually show his true worth. He's just been a bit of a slow starter compared to Anna, now that Anna's got all this crazy PSI. Okay, which way is the station from here? Okay.
I mean, I always thought Lloyd was probably like the least useful character in this game.
Indeed. But once it gets plasma, like, if you have the cash
Plasma
for
guns
plasma
or
guns or
flamethrowers,
if you happen
maybe.
to have flamethrowers, then he's really good. And he does have access to a weapon that can do 20 more damage than what I currently have.
I mean, you could just go fight more BB gang members, I guess.
Yeah, I can go back and try that, I suppose.
If nothing else, they're good grind spots.
I want to get Spookane on the map first. Finally get to hear this music.
About time.
And it's gonna end because we're already here.
Yeah.
I'll make it a point to ride to Union before going back to Ellay so we can actually hear the whole thing.
Is the train song the one where part of it just goes like brum, brum, brum? It's got this like really fun sounding like noise.
See, the thing is, this isn't actually Snowman. Say what?
Those white piles aren't. Oh, huh.
Has this been active the entire time?
Is that is this what a low encounter rate looks like?
Well, no, it's probably only blocking lower level enemies. But how many did it, or like lower strength, whatever? It's like, how many did that block?
Yeah, I know.
How long has that been running? That's been running since like.
Since you used it the first time, apparently.
So yeah, Spookane. What is this guy's deal?
Spookane is also a pretty amazing town name.
Most people have deserted Spookane here. It's like spooks and such.
Yeah, it's like it's Threed before Threed.
But apparently the hospital's still somewhat usable. There is a hotel as well. This guy looks totally legit. And he does actually function as a healer.
Believe it or not, I'm a healer.
He also functions as experience.
I could very much believe bed bugs being a thing here, though.
Whoops, that's not what I meant to do.
Oh yeah, the dude's a Starman, right? I forgot that.
Never mind, it's exactly what I meant to do. Good on you, Lloyd. I meant to do that the other way around. Actually, no.
Well, he can get smashes. Jeff can't do that.
Oh yeah, that's true. It is weapon dependent. In,
Shoot
EarthBound.
type weapons.
But they can't miss, at least not due to Jeff. So that's nice.
Jeff's guns can. I think you can give him a slingshot and he can miss.
They don't have an accuracy stat. They can still miss due to enemy evasion.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, even then, I never see Jeff miss with his guns usually.
Yeah. Not a special property in this game, but
shoot weapons also ignore physical shields.
what do you want? Yeah, so here is where the residents of Spookane were kind of displaced to. They went and built new houses and everything.
You mean this isn't just a suburb?
Boy, I think I only ever got one encounter in the Spookane area, ever. It was a bear.
Yeah, it was, wasn't it? Well, there was the Starman who ambushed you.
Unlike the Garrickson kid, I don't think the Rosemary girl is actually a person of import. Unless that's her.
Does she
up
not
there.
exist?
I don't think she exists. There is a Rosemary Manor up this way, but it's not of too much. Like, I don't think there are any people. The owners of the ghost house, yeah. The ghost house? Did they know it was that? Alright, what is that?
It said that on the real estate market.
I know you need a key or something to get in.
You just talk to someone who gives you the key.
Indeed. The Rosemarys have moved far away. There is a ghost house?
Which there was that? That there. Well, yes, we know that ghost house belongs to them.
No, I haven't heard the new address, nor do they even exist. Where is this going? Oh,
Do you have the key, Mr. Postman?
there's where the tunnel goes if we want to try a second time to get some encounters in there. Because we were thoroughly disappointed by them last time. The only clown. I don't know what was yes, no about that, but whatever.
Where are you from?
Mostly ghosts. Okay. Here is the key to it. Who's holding
Why did that clown also look like an 8-year-old boy, by the way?
There's only so many sprites that could fit on here. Somewhere around here, isn't there like a character that you can, like, offers you advice for, like, ridiculous amounts of money?
I don't recall.
I don't know where that is.
At least you don't have to worry about encounters out here.
I will sell you a hint for only $1,000. So yeah, I don't know what she tells you. But now she's just erased herself from the game. If you ever decline her service outright, just like, no thanks, I'm good. She's like, oh cool. And ceases to exist.
Wow. My job is done here.
Oh wow, red snakes.
Ooh, hope you can kill it.
I've tried a few times, I got close once. Well, not so close that time.
Shame you don't have freeze gamma. I wonder if you'd be able to put those to sleep or something.
what to sleep? Oh, the red snakes? Well, not if they move before I do. That's problematic. I assume this is mansionward, because where else would it be? I've already explored most of the rest of the area. Yeah, these are such weak enemies compared to what we were facing before. Alright, what do we got here?
Shouldn't be anything too tough in here.
I know, especially since we're going here so late.
And you have a full party. Usually they intend you to go here with just Ninten and Lloyd.
Oh yeah. I mean, I guess you could do it later. A mouse. Can you lead the way out? Well, if you can't, Bread can.
Just call on Breadward.
Oh, I don't recall if there's anything useful in here. But once again, I'm gonna take the approach of just, oh wow, a Shroudly right off the bat. After talking about how rare this guy was.
Yeah, I've gotten a playthrough. I feel like I've gotten playthroughs without seeing him ever.
Whoa.
You know, without the blood on his sprite, he looks just kind of silly.
The frick. Anna, can you get to level 18 already? What on earth? Not so tough, eh?
Yeah.
Shroudly, go away.
That's kind of a cheap shot, you know? It's just like, here, you beat the enemy, now die.
Wow.
Like, I remember going through the enemy list and being like, what does last attack mean? Apparently this. You know, these armors are, like, pretty not worth fighting also. Just because of their super high defense. Oh yeah, you do have beam, so...
It only does half damage.
Yeah, I think they do resist, like, everything.
Oh, this is Thunder Beta that can just outright kill Anna. Yeah, so it's just never worth fighting anything in here, is what I'm learning.
I'm starting to notice that about every area, you know?
Oh, it outsped me too, so Ninten's... not quite dead.
Hey, Peril. Peril's trying.
I know, right? This is quite insane. Going whole playthroughs without seeing this guy, naturally he's gonna show up a billion times. Boy, this place is a lot deeper than I remember it being. There's a lot of different paths, and I feel like this is nowhere near the right one.
I don't remember there being, like, too much in the way of items in here, though.
I'm curious as to whether Anna can actually do anything with her physical attack against these guys. Nope, still one. I mean, to be fair, what is her offense currently? Like 9? 8?
Jeez, Anna. Oh, well, she doesn't have a weapon, so yeah, there's that. If she had a boomerang, she'd be doing something more.
Like 32 more.
Is that really how offense works in this game?
Yeah, it does
When it
just
comes to
scale
weapon
directly
equips?
like that. I should have used freeze or something. Maybe.
Zombies as opposed to pseudo-zombies.
Zombie bee. Don't hit Anna, please. Oh gosh. Welp. Why do I ask for these things? When did I
Wait,
even
what just happened there? I didn't see that.
Anna killed herself.
Oh, was she confused?
Yeah.
Ugh. confusion.
You know, let's cut our losses.
Man, I swear I don't remember this place being that much of a problem.
Yeah, this is why I was putting this off, honestly. I remembered these enemies being, like, freaking nothing worth using.
These guys aren't tough, but they explode when you beat them for some reason. But you do have the H2O pendant, I guess.
How about no encounters on the way to the door? Okay, where do I have...
That last attack is still just, like, dumb.
I gotta find room to get out of here now. Yeah, this is gonna be a very indecisive stream, I'm pretty sure. Did not mean to teleport to my house. Just as well, I don't have room anyway. Where do I even teleport from here?
Excuse me, you guys have like a runway I could use? I mean, I'd assume the train tracks would make a good place to do that.
Yeah, those are a ways from here, unfortunately.
Didn't you just walk by the tunnel, though?
Like... well, yes, but it's not immediately here.
Probably not much room.
Oh, I'm not gonna be able to teleport at this rate. I don't know where the nearest healer is. Probably in Reindeer.
I mean, personally, I would have just kept going through the mansion just to, you know, just to get it done.
Okay, we'll try that again, only
Yeah, that looked like a good space.
better lined up.
And then hope the NPCs don't get in the way.
Well, there weren't any NPCs in that area.
Because I wonder if... do the NPCs all disappear when you try and teleport?
They do
Or
not.
are they still, like,
I'm pretty
there?
sure. Well, maybe they do if they're off screen.
What was that in... I'm trying to remember in Chugga's EarthBound where he tried teleporting and then he ran into an enemy that he couldn't see. He was like, what? Like, I forget what that was.
Okay, I was hoping that'd be enough. Also, hi. It's the guy that we crashed the tank of. We'll deal with him later. Firstly, let's hope I actually have enough cash in the repository to deal with... Boy, I didn't even see this section of Ellay when I was here last time. Where is the... Here's the department store. Hopefully there's a couple hundred in here at least. Oh yeah, that's more than a couple hundred. No, that's not gonna be enough. I need to probably double that.
Excuse me, can I return this ghost key?
Let's hope this is enough. Yeah, I'll talk to all these NPC sorts once we've 480. No thanks. Well, this was a mistake.
Time for a magicking trip.
I could. I could buy the wow, there was a really long runway here. Do I chance the PSI stun? Of course. I should have just used the magic hat thing.
Jeez. Oh well. It happens.
Oh boy, what is my course of action here?
Just go to I'd say just go to Magickin. Save your money.
Yeah, but now I've broken my PSI stone for nothing. Yeah, might as well.
If that's the worst thing to lose, so be it. It's not like they're a limited supply.
Let me get the rest of my money out so I can at least buy that H2O pendant. even if there's not really any particular need for that at the moment, couldn't hurt. This time we're gonna teleport spam through the mansion. Or can you even do that? You probably can't even do that.
I actually don't know. That's a good question.
May not let you use it indoors.
The old Pokemon logic.
Nope, you definitely can do it indoors.
I was gonna say, I'm like, I don't remember there being a stipulation of that. It's like Pokemon, where in the early games they're like, oh, by the way, you're not allowed to run indoors, and then come Gen 4, they're just like, we don't care anymore.
What's the point when they just double your normal walk speed and get rid of having to hold down the B button?
Heart Gold and Soul Silver, where you could just click on the
yeah,
bottom
that's
screen
true.
for the run.
There is a toggle
that never
for that,
came back, and I'm like, why? This is such a good feature. The eternal curse of Pokemon, huh?
I don't feel like I used it, nonetheless.
I mean, still, it's just an easy tap, so it's like, hey, at least it's there.
But that requires movement of hands away from buttons.
Eh.
I'm probably just holding far too few items in general here. Alright, so now we're fully spec'd out aside from Lloyd's ultimate weapon. So wait, can I actually teleport from here? That saves me the trip out, if so. Where am I going again? Oh yeah, let's try the mansion and see how that works out. Wow, yeah, you can literally just teleport out of there. That saves so much time.
Yeah.
I would have done that immediately then. I didn't know that. I thought you were restricted to using it in the real world.
I'm so used to not having teleport this early, you know?
Yeah.
Well, I say early, but you know what I mean.
Okay, Red Snake, this time please 50-50 in such a way that I get to kill you.
No, seriously,
Hooray.
I'd say try using a status on it, like, and let Anna deal the damage.
That'll probably... Oh no, it won't die in one round, dang it. Plus Lloyd does way more than I think. Oh, it's so close to dead. At this point it doesn't matter. Yeah, dang it.
Oh well.
Hey Gilliam. Gilliam? Sorry.
Welcome to the unluckiest playthrough of EarthBound Beginnings.
I mean, I'm doing things so out of order. It's to be expected.
Yeah, I've seen, like, I have had way worse playthroughs in my own time, trust me. Just because I did not have an Anna, like, during these situations, or teleport.
Get that Barbon out of the way, that's the only one that's really a threat. Everyone's got, like, upwards of 60 defense at this point. Oh, never mind. Oh, no, that could have been better. That's why we guard.
Does guard still ignore the smash attacks?
Oh, yeah, it still has it.
Nice.
Alright.
Jeez, that's kind of a lot of damage for those guys to be doing with a smash attack,
Oh,
though.
I should have more bread, dang it. I should have gotten, like... I should just be spamming the frick out of bread in here. I'm gonna actually put the bread outside this time.
Yeah, so you don't have to walk 3 steps to the door.
You know, let's go right... Oh, these guys can cause stone. That's fun.
They can?
YOLO.
Really? Huh. Though I have noticed that's a trend of bionic enemies.
I mean, I'm just assuming they can. By the name. Up there. Not a problem thus far. Let's go right to... Let's go, like, down to top this time and see if we have better luck.
Yeah, you are right, by the way. Stone of Origin, Thinks of Circumstance, and Summons Help. That's what they can do. I mean, hey, hopefully they use it on themselves, though.
Okay, now I know. Nintendo can probably just kill in one turn.
Man, Beam is so nice.
Can't believe you get that early. I didn't.
I know, right?
Sort of didn't realize I already had it.
70 to 80 damage.
Yeah,
At level 8.
I should really just be looking for. Are these worth the effort? When in doubt, you know, same thing as now. I doubt they can kill me in like one hit. Well, especially if they don't attack. So, the things that aren't absolutely dumb powerful are pretty good about going down to a beam beta. So, oh hey, a present. Like, I know I could look up a map of this place, but where's the fun in that? I'm gonna look for staircases. If I don't find staircases in a few rooms, I'll assume I'm on the wrong path. Because I know we have to go really far down into the basement.
There are alarm ghosts you can run into, also.
Yeah, I forget what they call. Do they call them, like, armor or such? Like, they call in friends.
Is it just any old enemy in this area, maybe? I don't know.
Just any enemy in the game. Have a seagull.
Grizzly bear.
Antidote. Since when have I ever been poisoned? I'm just gonna preemptively drop that. This has... I hope this has things.
I mean, didn't a scorpion do that to you one time? Or is that the tarantula?
I think I was so dead from the tarantula, it wouldn't have mattered. These like normal ghosts are just kind of a hassle, more so than anything. They can't do anything. Why are they even here? These things were kind of weak when we fought them in the graveyard, without 48 defense worth of equipment.
I mean, better than running into this than an armor or something,
like,
I guess.
6 Shroudleys. This is like the Duncan's Factory all over again. Just run into the strongest freaking enemies over and over and over again. What am I looking at? Okay.
With this trend, that means Mount Itoy is going to be really fun.
Are these text boxes just random, or are they actually indicating progress?
Ghosts don't die.
You know, Midgard. My guess is this guy ignites.
Just grins and bears it.
I mean, it's fairly true to what real life dust balls do. Does it actually do anything else?
It only explodes when you beat it, so...
Yeah. Oh, that does, like, no damage anyway. Gives decent experience, though.
I would have thought they'd be way more dangerous.
I mean, yeah, the explosions really don't do a lot of damage if you have H2O pendants. That's why I wanted to get one. No need for the life upgrades yet. Okay, so we've done those rooms. Not check this way yet. Okay, this is progress, probably. Armor blocking the door. No. I still find it funny that Nintendo's using a boomerang this entire time and not like a baseball bat, which is, you know, what you think of
his kind of claim to fame, I don't know.
EarthBound protagonists. It is entirely feasible to just beat the entire game that way. No, down first.
If he was in Smash, just have that as one of his moves.
Probably progress. I hope I'm not wrong and there aren't like a ton of these really tall staircases.
I don't think there's that many. Famous last words, though, right?
These are just not worth using PSI on for Anna to one round kill them. They do, like, literally no damage. Hopefully they give, like, a billion experience, but somehow I doubt it. So yes, apparently some of these staircases are red herrings. That's fun.
Wait, I could see like another staircase below there.
Below where? Oh, maybe
Like
yeah.
it looked like in the bottom right corner, I saw a glimpse of another staircase, like from
Perhaps.
like another area.
This is probably all stored on a shared map.
Yeah.
It's kind of the EarthBound way. Something Dragon Ball Z. Nintendo's experience. Okay, this looks more promising. A double staircase. Okay, they have to roll pretty low to not be able to kill them in one hit. How far I am from a level. Oh yes, 2 armor. This is totally worth doing.
2 of these guys.
They can use Thunder Beta. They take like no damage. They take half damage from everything. They're just eternally
Yep, they
guarding.
did. They resist every element, and they can use Thunder Beta, but only Thunder Beta. They have 150 defense. Well, they do drop a lot of money and experience, though. Like, actually a lot.
They're just not worth it, though. Don't they have like 200 health or something absurd?
120.
Yeah.
No, but they have 200 experience.
Yeah, I mean...
And 300 money. That's pretty good, actually.
Yeah, but I could fight a bear for that.
Yeah, that's true. Its description is, it would be nice to have armor of your own.
I know you're not gonna die in one hit. Unless I get a smash. Not that it really matters. Which I did get a smash. Not that it matters. It's like an additional 7 damage. He'll survive. Yeah, fire's pretty dang weak. Once it's halved. Like, this isn't like EarthBound with a rolling HP counter where you take ludicrous amounts of fire damage that just kind of stops immediately. It's like, no, you only take about 20. Yeah, I'll heal Anna. Dang it, another dead end. I should probably be using supplemental bread.
What's your favorite kind of bread? Supplemental bread.
I just want to walk one step forward and ensure there was nothing else in the room.
4 experience points from 3 of those guys. Divided. Something I'm curious is, though, is if you run into a group of enemies, do you get money for every individual one of them?
I assume so. But it gets split 3 ways.
And Lloyd with their cut.
But do they have cards to spend with? I don't think so. Alright, we are running dangerously low on PP and having far worse luck with these PSI stones. to start trying to run normally. Not worth it just yet. Man, if only I could spin jump up these stairs.
Or BLJ. Which sounds like a type of sandwich to me. Bacon, lettuce, and jelly. Can you teleport up the stairs, actually?
Yeah, I should really...
I mean, I don't know if you actually would want to try that, though.
Yeah, how would that even work? I don't know, we'll try it, I guess.
He just runs up the stairs really fast.
I'll try it, I guess. Yes, Lloyd, smash these poor defenseless ghosts. Oh gosh, yeah, you do run straight up the stairs. I was joking, but no, in fact, that's a very efficient way to get up. Gosh, that's like the best way to get up the stairs. You were like, oh, okay, this is definitely not worth contending with. Oh, never mind, it's just the same loadout.
It's so weird whenever the formations like do this. Like Monster A joined the battle, and then that's it.
Yeah. Like Spider A, was it?
A, and that's it.
Just way over on the side.
I think the tarantulas can do that too. I don't remember.
I do wonder how big this bag is. Like, how much space do I, or how many do I still have in there? I wish these...
Surprised you haven't been using that more, actually.
This is not great. I hope these doors don't go to different places. They do.
I really hope not.
Naturally. One armor. What's one armor gonna do? I really hope I haven't turned away... Now I'm thoroughly confused. Dang it, man. I hope I haven't, like, missed the door. Alright. So now I'm thoroughly lost.
Is it time to break out the old map?
I reckon it wouldn't be the worst time. This may be the only time I have to use a map. I mean, yes, Mounted Toy is a bit ridiculous, but, yeah, I have to think I just missed... Where is this? Oh, I think I was just...
From the start, it's like down, down, up, up.
Is it?
Is it? That is a good
I
question.
think you're interpreting that incorrectly if I'm looking at the
If
same
you're looking
map
at the
as you.
same map, yeah.
I'm a alarm ghost. Frankly, the
1, 2. Where are these numbered so strangely?
I don't know.
Like, is this map laid out as is, or is it like you go to 2 and then you go to 3, but then you go to 4?
I just attacked the wrong thing, dang it. I was aiming for the alarm ghost. I flipped the order of which I did that. Keep targeting the wrong thing.
And did the alarm ghosts explode? For some reason, I remember that they do. I don't know.
They do not.
Okay. But they call these guys, yeesh.
Is it worth fighting the armor? I'm gonna give it a
I'm
gonna give it a whirl. What's the worst that could happen? I warp back to the top.
Yeah,
I mean,
that is true.
I could just use the crumbs. Or just not even use the crumbs. Warp to Magic Ant and redo the whole thing. Yeah, in fact, there's not really much use for the crumbs, because I could easily use these stairs as teleports. Anyway. What am I doing here? Using beam beta and hoping I get lucky-ish. Look, Lloyd. Lloyd, he's a target. Hit him. Oh. Please do your standard attack, and only on Nintendo. That'd be ideal. Ah. Keep trying, man. It's only gonna take a few more. Okay, he's gone. I should have been counting HP.
Yeah. To be fair, there's not much you could do about random smash attacks.
Yep. It's the risk you run.
On the bright side, Lloyd gets more XP, right?
Yeah, on the plus side, he's caught up. On the downside, I really want Anna to hit level 18 eventually.
Yeah, really. Yeah, really. I'm like, she honestly needs the experience. Arguably more than in 10, but...
Whoops, did not mean to guard. Yes, Lloyd, have that 1 damage. Or, you know, it could run away.
You know, I do have to... You know, now that I think about it, I'm like... You know, are you on track to hit level 25 anytime soon?
Not at this rate. Okay,
like, you know?
Like,
now that I think about it.
the actual route is this way. Oh, that's what the cellar means. Okay, so yes, I continue up. No, that's not right. What is this div 1 nonsense? I think I go here, and then go down and up. This is the longest set of stairs we've seen yet, so we're probably... How did I miss this? I went the right way originally. Gosh, I was much closer when I started on the top. I was pretty dang close. You only really have to take 1 turn out of the way. Oh, there's a door. Yes, just go down and then up, and you're there, I think. This is why we use maps. This is the sort of thing that would take a kid all day to do in the 80s, probably. And aside from
Back when NES games wanted you to, like, draw your own maps, you know?
That confusing place with the double door junctions. Barring that, this is relatively straightforward.
Okay, well, level 22, hey.
This is not where the piano is, so I goofed. Oh, yeah.
Are any of these staircases long enough for you to, like, actually teleport?
The triple one almost certainly is. It was empty. Well, alrighty then. Yeah, I was supposed to go down both times. Yeah, this is unpleasant. Should really heal. gonna heal Ninten like one more time. Well, I've got some actual healing in here too, right? Like life upgrades. Yeah, I should probably use those if I take another hit. Well, I don't have enough PSI to run, so I'm just gonna hope I end up alright here. Wow, a new PSI. What did I just learn? Probably one of the healings. Yeah. Presumably pi. Oh, I can't use those life upgrades. Anna's holding all the healing stuff.
Yeah, level 22 is healing pi. Hey, defense up beta is your next move. It's not too bad. Because that's everyone, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, that might be the case. No, it triples your defense.
I mean, that still wouldn't be terrible. Except for, you know, those PSI using guys.
Watch me die like 1 inch from the piano.
The piano attacked.
Hey. Wouldn't be out of the question. That's not a non-motherly thing to do. There's the whole attic dungeon in Mother 3, after all.
I was randomly just browsing a few of Viddy's corruptions yesterday, and I forgot one of the Mario 64 ones where all the like music was replaced with Mario's voice clips.
Yeah.
And it started at the piano.
Yeah.
Just the piano noises being Mario noises.
It's like I'm sure this makes perfect sense if you haven't seen this.
But then he paused it, and it's just Mario going, and then Vinny just exploded laughing. He was just like, that was more funny than the piano to me.
Now we have the first 5 melodies here. At this point, we've finished most of the side questy, or like the main questy stuff that we missed. So, I guess I'll head to Ellay, farm a little bit and try to get Lloyd a flamethrower, and maybe in the process also an air gun. I'm probably pretty close to having enough cash for that already, if I don't already have enough. Let me save before doing anything, because it's been 10 forever since I've done so. Oh, yes, that's definitely enough. Alright, let's do that first then. Where do you buy the air gun? Is that in the Youngtown?
Youngtown, yeah. If I remember.
Hana was right before a level up.
Yeah, Youngtown.
Slam.
For some reason, every weapon on the wiki has an error rate, but it's all blank, and I'm like, does this game even have error rates?
You mean like accuracy, or?
Yeah, like base weapon accuracy. I'm like, I don't think that's a thing in this game.
So yeah, teleport can't actually turn 180 degrees without you turning in some intermediate direction first. Whoops, this is the wrong
Yeah,
place.
it's always been like that, to be fair.
There's not a healer in here, is there?
You just talk to a baby, and he's like, believe it or not, I'm a healer. Also, I wasn't here to comment on it, but this music is like one of my favorites.
Yeah, it's something else. What have we got? Cash card, that's what we're doing. Oh, after this, I should actually go show off the train music properly. So I have two options here. Once I get the boomerang off Lloyd, I could give it to Anna, and then she would have an attack. But, like, is there a point? I mean, I guess
The problem is that, like, the damage she'd be doing with her regular attack would be about the same as an alpha beam, I'd say.
Yeah.
Like 30-ish.
And those cost very little PP, so I'm thinking...
Like 2, I think.
Sell the boomerang, see if I've got enough cash left over to buy a plasma beam. Which I think you can buy at Reindeer?
Yes, Reindeer Department Store, but they're $1,300.
Yeah, so what I'll do is, after this, I'll warp to Union Station and then take the train
Description,
there.
it helps out that weenie Lloyd quite a lot.
Anyway, yeah, let's first check what our stats are now. 61 offense. Wait, that's what the air gun's description says?
No, the plasma gun.
Oh.
Just everything about Lloyd has to call him like a weenie or a wimp. Poor guy.
Oh, that was only plus 10, so yeah, 42. I mean, plus 10 is
Really?
plus 10. Oh, I can't actually sell you anything. Just as well. I can't buy the plasma beam here.
Wait, that was only a plus 10 increase?
Yeah, it was only a plus 10.
Wow, is this... the wiki's just wrong then, huh?
You sure you were looking at the right weapon, the air gun?
Yeah, air gun. Offense 54. Boomerang, offense up 32. Huh.
32. Huh. I don't know then. Good old wikis, always
Yeah,
reliable.
right. I was gonna say.
The funny thing is the Youngtown music is actually part of the train music in the mother, like
Is it really?
vocal album.
Those are kind of two very different, like, songs, you know?
But like the dun dun yada yum bum bada, that part's
Yeah.
like integrated into the Paradise Line theme in the album.
It's just when I think of train music, it's like this very energetic, like, yeah, we're riding a train, and then Youngtown's all somber, and it's just like, these are very different, like, intention music.
Yeah, I'm sure I've mentioned it a zillion times on my other YouTube channel where I do video game arrangements, but I really love, like, the Mother album, despite it being, like, way out there in some of the, sorts of arrangements it does. I wouldn't mind some enemies I could actually do something against. I'm going the wrong way, aren't I? No, yeah, I just want to go to the train tracks. That is the most surefire
I think you can
way.
still run into red snakes around Youngtown.
Oh, I can't actually warp to Union. Nope, that wouldn't matter. It's not too far from Marysville. Yeah, I ran into some red snakes here earlier. Let me buy a bread while I'm at it. Not that I've been using bread much anyway. Yeah, you know, on second thought, we can deal with bread later. I'm gonna take out just a little bit more cash because I don't remember exactly how much the train ticket is. Oh. I also don't have anywhere near enough for the air gun currently, so I guess maybe it'd be better off going to Ellay first. Apologies that I'm just literally all over the place. This stream is just like, this is when the game is the most open, especially if you've opted to skip 40%
Yeah,
of it.
I was gonna say, I'm like, I mean, it's kind of one of the charms to this game over the other two. You can just do anything, really. It's a very Kanto trees right here.
What's this pink guy up to? Sweethearts.
But would you say that if it was just you and Lloyd?
I don't want to talk to this guy yet, because I don't have the money to pay him back, I'm pretty sure.
Wow, the black clouds are making people crazy. Just them looking at it makes them go crazy, huh?
We got some scalpers here. Selling tickets for, like, over triple their worth.
Yeah, that's pretty accurate, huh?
Oh, wow. That's some damage. At least they're virtually guaranteed to only attack once now. Could you just drop a flamethrower one of these dang times? Really should have guarded that. I assume these guys don't actually give that much experience either, do they?
The BB gang guys.
I suppose I can check that.
Yeah,
a sec.
72 base. It's not terrible
Yeah,
for how easy they are.
it's not great. $15. She whiz. She is going to be throwing out some serious psychic power in a bit.
That's a lot of life ups.
And there's also the quest for the berry tofu, but I can't really do anything about that just yet. Because that is expensive stuff. Like at this point, we're more behind on money than on actual levels at this point. Like,
I know, right? Like, of all the things to be low on.
also low on flamethrowers. This guy's not doing his part to help with that, though.
Dang weapons laws. Speaking of which, there is like a thing you can do around here where you like, a guy offers you a drink, and if you take it, a cop comes and arrests you, and he takes away your weapons, and I don't think you can get them back.
I think he may only take the lead party member's weapon.
Maybe, yeah.
Wasn't
But either way, that's like
there.
a weapon that's gone, I think. Oh wow, we actually got Lloyd, huh?
Well, wasn't paying attention, but I got the flamethrowers, so that's good.
It's all worth it, right? Picked up FL thrower. And then it breaks on the first use.
What? Yeah, that's the problem. Like, all of Lloyd's stuff is like 7/8 good. Yeah, I can't sell anything here either. Dang you guys, and you're not taking my money. Look at that PP. Anna can use quite a few beams at this point. Well, I reckon what I'll do, I'll try to fight a bear in Marysville, get up to 1300. Cash that way.
I wonder if they're more common elsewhere, though, than Marysville.
Possibly.
It's like you can find encounter tables, but rates? And probably not.
Yeah, I don't know if they spawn in reindeer. Because the thing is, it would also be nice to get a ticket to the live show and the money to pay for the, yeah, like, they really want you to have a bunch of cash. $350. That, don't you need to also pay the guy with the tank, like 200 or something?
Guy with a tank? What for?
He's blocking the door.
Oh, right. Huh. So then you gotta buy the ticket and pay off that guy? Huh, I didn't remember that.
See, like, I really don't want to get rid of Lloyd just yet. I don't know, maybe I'm better off just continuing on with the story, letting Lloyd get really far behind, and then just have him rubber band up once Teddy helps us just blow through some enemies.
Just annihilate everything.
Yeah. Funny thing is, he's gonna be like at the same level as Anna, Anna at the moment. Yeah, because I'm gonna have to get so much cash to make that work. Might as well just go ahead and sell this boomerang now.
Jeez, why do regular bears give you more money than the other variants?
They swapped the experience and the
even
I believe.
Even grizzly bears. Grizzly bears drop less money than the polar bears. That is very funny.
Grizzly bears, I think they give 250 experience and 70
yeah.
Coins instead of the other way around.
65 money.
65, yeah.
Not dollars, because who knows what the currency is.
Yeah, this isn't America or anything. This is... Oh no, this is America. Never mind. Wrong game. Anyway, let's show off the train here. At long last. Die to this truck, probably. Or not. Then get us a teddy in our party. Perhaps make a bit of progress, but that might be a decent enough place to stop. We've made some degree of progress today. Mostly lateral.
I mean, hey, you got a melody, so hard to game.
Yeah, we got a melody we already missed.
Like, the time between getting each melody is not even.
I would go to Snowman just because it's the most chance of being able to hear the whole dang tune.
I mean, there's never a bad reason to go there.
Dad, I know. I'm not gonna keep playing forever. Apparently this is my dad. He works at the end of the train station.
Hey, son, how's business?
We'll go to Spookane.
How's the train business, son? I don't know how far the train goes, even though I work here.
I mean, the world's in such a weird state at the moment. No telling what...
Yeah, they can build train tracks that, like, bend at very obtuse angles. Man, is the tunnel really this long? Jeez.
Indeed. They also don't spawn the bones in there, because that'd be kind of morbid running over there.
Yeah, that is true.
Well, that was close enough to the whole tune. You really do have to write it all the way. Alright. So we're going to Ellay. Oh, I think I'm about 25 money short, and this will more than make up the difference. How Nintendo can now just take a hit from a bear that
he just wrestles with a bear,
just
no problem.
It off like absolutely nothing. Alrighty.
Hey, never misjudge a small child with a boomerang.
I'm never going to not talk to this,
Just ask the ATM how it's doing.
I feel like I am very bad at keeping track of how much money I have on me, apparently. Infernal Void. No one else is going to be doing anything with it. Hopefully one ticket is sufficient for the three of us, because otherwise I've got a little bit more grinding to do. At least when we get Lloyd back, we'll have super healing by then, hopefully.
You've heard of healing, now get ready for super healing.
Yes. I was trying to avoid this confrontation earlier.
Hey, we didn't do anything to the tank, dude. I just like the idea that this dude ran all the way here just to find us. Hey, look, more Peanuts characters.
Indeed. So yes, there is a thing where you can talk to the lady at the table there and she'll seduce you or something, I don't know. You'll end up getting in trouble with the cops and then get your weapons taken away permanently.
At least in this translation, I think she offers you a drink of alcohol.
Whatever the case, I do not have the money, or the bail, or whatever it is.
Or the desire. Hey, at least you don't have to watch the live show like 5 times or something silly. Apparently
this is open mic night or whatever, because the live show doesn't ever end up happening.
Hey, this is a live show.
Why we needed to buy a ticket to see ourselves, I don't know, though.
Are open mic nights usually free? I don't know.
$350 is a bit of a cover charge. Man, I don't know. I don't live in Ellay.
And again, I mean, sports drinks cost $75. Compared to the 99 cents when I was at the store earlier today.
Yeah, one imagines that this was probably meant to be more of an equivalent of yen or something. Not that it matters, because this is meant to take place in America, and I'm pretty sure they use dollars as the unit in Mother as well. It's not like a Poké Dollars situation.
Yeah. And it's not DP. We're not paying in copies of Gen 4 Pokemon.
Those things are worth a fair bit, if that's the case.
Yeah, really.
Good, like $30 a piece.
I had to pay like $75 for both games of Gen 5.
Yikes! I bought them both for $15 a piece, I think.
They're both like almost $40 at my GameStop still.
That's weird, because I bought at least one in at a GameStop here, and it wasn't that expensive by any stretch.
Well, the DS games at mine are just like really pricey.
Like Heart Gold, you can't find for less than $50, and you haven't been able to for years, even without the Pokewalker. So yeah, we got a bit of a Frankie-esque fight just way later in the game.
Except he's really not that bad.
Nor am I.
Not meant to be serious.
We're both doing like no damage to one another. Well, some fight there. We both got one weak hit in and just swung wildly the rest of the time.
Well, I wasn't paying attention. Didn't he ask you to like fight just like
mano
to mano or something?
I seek vengeance for my parents. To the mountains! You shrimp. No, never mind. I guess you're gonna take the flamethrower.
Hey, can I borrow that?
Does he keep the equipment too? Nope. Not that it matters. Look at those base stats. This is equipmentless. Look at that nonsense. It's not very bright. That wisdom stat is pathetic. But, yeah. Puts our stats to shame.
Yeah, really.
Well,
You could say the same for Pippi, though, if she were at this level.
we're not nearly OP enough. Let's get him some more attack power, shall we? Not from a cat,
Yeah, we still
sadly.
got that sword. Yeah, this is really weird because usually this is when I would also just fight the dragon.
Yeah, this would be an alright time. Too bad I'm
Because I'm
3
usually
levels too
at
low.
that level. I would usually be at this level by now.
Yeah, not unreasonable, given I'm not far.
Time to farm Grouchos, right?
Yeah, I don't think he needs the experience. He's just raring to go already. I forgot just how insanely strong he was. He's even faster than Nindan. Which I guess makes sense, given his ridiculous defense stat. I managed to miss that hole entirely. Anna, please. Dang it. It's cool. Yeah, it's cool. We'll just farm 3 levels here in this area. Now that we don't have that repel ring on, apparently. I reckon this may be a good enough place to leave off for now, but like once I get back to LA, but might as well give you a taste of what this guy's capable of in the meantime. Some preposition. Yeah, of, with, against. Yeah, I'm beginning to see the effects of that repel ring now. Or the lack of them. The lack of them, at least. Oops, wrong way. Would be quite hilarious if Teddy was just strong enough by default to fight the dragon. Also, wow, he's just gaining levels like crazy. That already started at 18. I thought he started at 15. There was sword. I don't know why I went all the way out. I could have just warped away at any time. Did not mean to warp home, but I guess I'll take the free heal when I get there. not worth trying to go that way. I guess in the meantime, we might as well see what these guys are capable of in a more reasonable battle here. Still not quite enough to one-shot these guys. Yeah, I reckon this is a good enough place to end off. Let's just check our stats here and see what we've got upcoming. So yeah, we're still a few levels shy of being worthy of fighting the dragon, apparently. But we're reasonably decently equipped here. Oh, I should actually equip that sword with Penny. Yeah, that is a ridiculous amount of offense on top of what we already had. Another, what, 46? Yeah. Well, this is gonna be so broken, it's not even funny for a bit. As a stark contrast to what's been going on. Anyway, this has been JDaster64, and sometime next week or the week after, we'll get back to this and start cracking on the final dungeon, because it is quite long. And still has some story beats to pass. See y'all next time.